What's up, everyone? It's Agent Juicy here again, and today we're just going to do a side-by-side comparison of the iPad mini and the iPad 4th generation that we have. So, mini on the left, iPad 4th gen on the right. So we'll just do, this video is going to be broken up into a couple sections. First off, we're going to speak about the hardware, the design, the differences between each of them. Then we're going to speak a little bit about the software because it's almost identical. And then we're going to do like a little more speed tests and stuff like that. So first off, let's talk about price. For the 16GB Wi-Fi version, it's going to run you $329, and for the 4th gen, it's going to run you $499. Both of them are excellent buys. However, I sort of prefer the iPad mini because of its size and its weight, the compact weight that it actually has. So on both of these, they each have a Lightning connector port, and they both are capable of using this little connector right here, and it's an 8-pin connector. Also on the right hand side here, where we have, is like this not fishtail, but like this winged or volume rocker that's all connected, and vibrate or mute button, power button at the top right here, a front facing camera that films 720p, and it's a 2-megapixel front-facing camera, I believe, or a 1.7 megapixel. On the left we have absolutely nothing. On the front we have that iconic iPhone Apple design logo for any touch device that they manufacture. On the left now we have the iPad mini, which basically has all the same stuff, but the speakers are right next to the Lightning connector. That works with this as well, in case you guys were wondering. And these are the dual speakers. The iPad only has mono speakers, and I don't know if you guys can see this, but I hope you do. Right there. Okay, so that's basically a walkthrough of that device. And on the iPad, it's the iPad mini, the volume rocker is separated. This is a bit I don't really like the separation for one reason mainly, and that reason is because I'll show it to you at a side-by-side comparison. And this is the mute button, the power button right here, a microphone right there, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. Absolutely nothing on the left-hand side as well. Something that's quite similar to both devices. So if you look at the 3.5mm ports, one's black, one's white, but it's the same size. Bit odd, but bit of advice. So let's look at this right here. What I've noticed when I'm using each of these devices is when I'm using the iPad, it's just easier to slide my hand down to adjust whether I want it really loud or really soft, versus in this one it sort of rubs against your fingers. What I do like about the iPad mini is the bezel syndrome has actually been eliminated. If you want to say it's a nice thin bezel, your hand just rolls off, but you just get that little sharp feel of machined edged aluminum or aluminium, wherever you're from. And versus in the iPad, you don't really get that. The screen is pretty nice. This I'll show it to you. And this is where it gets really nice in the review. However, the comparison. So if you look at this angle right here, you can see it's a little duller on the iPad itself, versus on the iPad mini it's a bit brighter. And when you stand both of these devices up, you actually see the colors show a lot better and nicer in comparison. So let's pound through this. So 7.9 inches on this tablet from edge to edge, 9.7 inches. It weighs, well, there's 163 pixels per inch in this one, and there's 264 in this, the Retina. It's a 1024 by 786, and this is a 2048 by 1536. The height of the tablet in this guy right here is 7.87 inches by 5.3 inches this way, and the thickness is 0.28 inches. And in the iPad itself, the Retina display, there's 9.5 inches in height, you could say. The width is 7.31 inches. The size is 0.37 inches. This weighs 11 ounces, well, 10.9 ounces without the 4G LTE, and this one weighs 23.4 ounces. The weight comparison is definitely something you guys should consider. It's before you buy. I prefer this. It's definitely much more user friendly. If you want to say you're going to use it on an airplane or in the bus, it's so much better to use this one. The software, both of them runs iOS 6 standard on each device. However, now it gets definitely differentiated. A5 processor in this. This is basically the 2011, the iPod 4th gen or 5th gen generation, but it's in the 2011 release. The one with the silver shiny back, that's the processor that they use for this one. And in this one right here, they use an A6X, which is the newest processor. Both of these have the same Wi-Fi 802.11 AVG and 2.4 gigahertz 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi capability. Both has Bluetooth 4.0. Both of these have a 5 megapixel rear facing camera that films 1080p, as I probably showed you guys before. You guys really want to see that. Cameras is actually pretty good on both of these devices. The battery, I was able to get 9.5 to 9 and let's say 3/4, well, 9 hours and 45 minutes with this guy, just simply by browsing. If I'm using heavy Wi-Fi, I get about 7 to 8 hours. With this guy, the battery on standby, it basically uses absolutely nothing. I was able to get somewhere about close to 10 hours with this guy. With the Wi-Fi, browsing pages and stuff like that, I was capable of getting close to around I'd say about 7 hours and 45 minutes, depending on the screen settings. You could probably bump that up to a little more, but that was on a high display. So these devices are actually pretty freaking good for what it comes. Oh, this color comes in black and, well, just black and white, or black and the black, well, a silver backing, and this, or the white and the silver backing. This one comes with a silver and a white versus or a black and a matte. So enough of that stuff. Let's dive right into a speed test of the browser comparison, so we could just see how both of these devices perform in each scenario. So I'll hold this up here, and I'll hold this up here. So let's see. Okay. So, by the way, the router is right by my foot, so in case you guys are wondering what it looks like. So the iPad Retina, or the 4th gen, got 10.61 download, and the iPad mini got 8.23 download speeds. The upload speeds are almost there, and the iPad 4th gen got 1.5, and the iPad mini got 0.54. So you can definitely see the processor definitely makes a huge difference with speed test, downloading speeds and stuff like that. But I think what we'll do is we'll retest those guys in the background. I'm not sure if it's going to be capable of doing multitasking like that, and we're going to go straight to the web pages, and we're going to go to let's say, what's a heavy website? Engadget, engadget.com, oh shit, I mean shoot, gadget.com, and go. Let's see which one loads first. So definitely the iPad is way ahead there. It just shot off and totally got further in the download. So let's just look at the amount of stuff that's on this page right here. So you can definitely see a lot. It's almost similar or identical to the desktop view that you get of Engadget's website. So it loads everything. There's absolutely no lag. And let's just do a quick throw so you can see. Oh wait. So you just get that. So absolutely no blackouts. Let's compare that to the iPad mini. Let's push this. You definitely still don't get any blackouts as well with this. That's pretty good. Oh, by the way, both of these use IPS display. That's why their color reproduction is so freaking awesome. Yeah, so, ooh, BlackBerry shutting down BBM music on June 2nd. Oh, okay. Interesting news that I don't really care about. So, you guys saw the browser comparison. And let's see the speed test comparison again, just to make sure you guys don't say, well, I'm not giving it a good chance and I was touching the device or blocking the signal. So we got 24 pings on this one, 23 pings on this one. This is gonna be really weird for you guys, but I'm just gonna move my hands away for a second and compare. So what I could say about this is, if you're looking for a device that weighs less and you could use much more portable and take with you if you're going to read on the bus and stuff like that, definitely go towards the iPad mini. It's an extremely good device, and the iPad is excellent if you're going to use it at home, on vacation and stuff like that, or to see a nice beautiful display or watch pictures on. But the iPad mini could also do that, but I just really like the iPad mini because of the price point, and I'll tell you a few stuff that iPad could do. So the download speeds on this one is 11.10 and 14.65. The upload is 0.37 megabytes and the upload is 1.71 megabytes on this one. So definitely we could see here the A6X processor definitely makes a huge difference in performance right there. So let's take some pictures. We're just gonna shoot just right on the desk, rear facing pictures, and see the comparisons. You're not gonna take so many, but let's look at this one. Just keep going. So definitely it's very fast. So let's do it side by side. Okay, from my observation, it looks like this is definitely taking pictures way faster than this one. Also, on a side note, just for you guys to know, I don't know if you guys want to see this, but for the front-facing camera, and that's basically the roof of my ceiling. Let's look at the. How do I do this? Okay. It's honestly, the screen size is almost identical, by the way, guys. It's just on the angle how it looks like one's really dull. You can definitely just see like this is moving way faster to me and my eyes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a Gizmodo speed test, and I'm gonna measure the times with my Nexus. This segment was brought to you by Google Nexus. I'm just kidding. I don't do that stuff on my channel. Gizmodo.com. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna time these suckers. Hopefully, I don't know if you guys can see this. And what we're gonna do is, okay, this is gonna be a bit tricky. 3, 2, 1, go. The timer's off. Oh shit. So Gizmodo's done, and in the iPad mini it's almost there, done. I hope I got the times. Okay, so stop. So the times are going to be the last, the last 2 times, which is basically the iPad, this guy, the Retina, finished in 17.67 seconds, and the iPad mini did it in 20.72 seconds for the speed test itself. I'm not going to download Cinebench or Geekbench and all that stuff. For this, for one particular reason, it costs you a lot of money, and I don't have $1 million. Well, I don't have 99 cents to pay for an app for 2 devices. So what else could we say about these devices? The weight wise, okay, so for pictures, right guys, it looks a lot better. This is definitely a bit heavier for a user. I'd say if you're gonna invest in like a device that you want to look absolutely at pictures, and for quite large multitasking and stuff like that, you guys could definitely look at the iPad itself. It definitely does a good job, and it's really powerful, especially if you're going to use it for gaming and stuff like that. It's really powerful. It's almost insanely powerful because it has a separate GPU, I believe. Also, for the keyboard, I just wanted to show you guys this. The keyboard itself, it's definitely going to take some use to, but Apple designed this so you could basically type whatever you want to type, right? Put it back, pull. So all you just have to do is like pull, like you're Moses, and you just pull it. No, I'm not making fun of Christianity or just saying, you just pull it like that and it just opens up. That's really gross, by the way, so let's move away from that. Okay, yeah. So versus, oh yeah, so what I was saying was my thumbs are really hard to maneuver, especially with this. I always find myself like shifting the tablet a bit to type to get that extra letter. I find the same thing with my Nexus, but that's another review for another day. And in the iPad mini, it's really simple to do. I don't know about you guys, but this is just so comfortable to like type on. It's almost like typing on a cell phone in this position right here. It's really amazing. Apps does look almost identical in each scenario, but in the iPad itself, the Retina, it looks way better. In the iPad mini, it looks good. You can't really notice the difference, but when you're using like features like Skype and video chat and stuff like that, you're capable of actually seeing how bad the picture quality is, versus in the iPad you actually see it like much more like it's pressed and much more fluid and smooth. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying, but it's pretty much that. Also, another thing about the screen quality, I'm gonna zoom in with my lens to see if I could show you like how the pixels actually look. So, oh, by the way, the App Store is the same, the iOS is the same, iMessage is the same, everything else is the same, just it's shrunken down into a smaller form factor for this case. So let's zoom in on pictures. So if you look right here, what you're gonna see is almost the absence of like pixels. It's really hard to see what pixels is what, and I'll just go to the iPad now. Yep, so let's zoom in. Get this. I don't know if you guys can see that. It definitely looks so almost the same distance, identical. You guys could see like the waves. I hope you could. You guys could see it right at that level. And I'm keeping my hand at a distance, so let's look at the Gawker. You see it? Do you see it? Yeah, you see it. If you see it, give me a thumbs up. And let's look for Gawker in this guy as well. I think I got into the wrong page, but we could go back, because anything's possible. So, okay, I don't know where the hell it went to. So, just zoom in to, oh, there it is. I think. Shoot. Anyways, so let's just look at the O. Let's look at the... It's almost really tough to see like how it actually looks, but it's something to do with your eyes as well. So that's it for this video, guys. Just want to say, hit that like button, like it. Share it. Well, you guys don't have to share it on Facebook and stuff like that. I don't think anyone does. Like it. It means a lot to me. Tell me down below what you guys want to see, what you guys want to know about the email interface, anything like that, how it looks. I haven't set up the email on this one because it's not really useful to use the email because I hate typing on this one. Also, oh, right, excellent. It's a good thing you guys reminded me. So the audio quality, we're just gonna do a comparison. I'll start that size up, just to hear how it sounds. That's about halfway. That's full, and that's mute. And I'll play it for this guy just to hear this. And that's the remix to it, just so you guys know. So that's mute. Halfway. Full. What I can say is the audio quality is almost similar. The dual speakers definitely make a difference, but the clarity in the iPad is almost similar, identically, but the dual speakers definitely make a way larger difference. Also, if you're gonna use this tablet to like read stuff and pictures, you're gonna find it a lot more nicer to do with this because of the weight, and it isn't gonna be a strain on your muscle right here. Forgot the name of it. Anyway, it's 2 a.m. in Canada. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's yeah, 2 a.m. So thank you guys for watching. Gonna finish edit this video, upload it to you guys. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to me, follow me on Twitter at AGENTJUCEY at Agent Juicy. Follow me at Twitter. Hit me up sometimes, guys. You know how we usually do it. Agent Juicy, we out.